Yeah, here we are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the very 10th time, it is Inspire Distraction. I thought I was going to have this ready. Yeah, that's right. Inspire Distraction. Number 10. We're really doing this thing. So today we're going to talk about Donald Trump and the impeachment. We're going to have TVs on in the background and people talking, clothes drying, clothes washing. It's going to be an all-out fiasco here at Calibre Lake Studios. Oh, yeah. Aside from the impeachment and the impeachment, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about music, Eminem, RODDY, RICCH, and, of course, we can't leave out Jeff Bezos and the Prince of Saudi Arabia. Oh, yeah, big news, big stuff going on, all that and more coming up here on Inspire Distraction. That didn't work on Inspire Distraction. Yeah. Ugh. Jeez, I wish this would work the way I wanted it to. Hey.
What's happening?
I mean,
man?
what? Oh, now it wants to play. Okay. Here's the deal. We're going to go into our first commercial here on Inspire Distraction. I hope you guys enjoy.
Meow.
If you need some pictures taken, there's somebody I think might be the person for the job. Sharon Lester Photography. She does maternity pictures, newborn pictures, milestone pictures, and family pictures, all at a great rate with incredible quality. Don't miss your opportunity to book an appointment now. You can find her on Instagram at Sharon Anna, or you can find her on Facebook at Sharon Lester Photography. All of the links will be listed in the description below. Don't miss your chance to book an appointment now. Sharon Lester Photography. Book an appointment. Ladies, are you tired of paying too much for health and beauty products that don't really work? Well, don't worry, because Mary Kay and their wonderful consultant Erin Ziegler have all the health and beauty products that you need, and they're affordable. Oh yeah, and they actually work. So, don't miss your opportunity. Go to marykay.com/eziegler. If you're interested in selling your own Mary Kay products, you too can be a consultant. Just contact Erin Ziegler at marykay.com/eziegler. All of the links will be listed in the description below. What? You're not muted.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Jeez, this is like a test run. We should have done this like an hour before we started. Use intro. Okay, yeah. We definitely should have done this beforehand.
Dude, trial and error, man. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
All right, well, so that's the news music. And guess what? We've got a live debate set up here today. We've got some people on the phones. Matt from Philadelphia and Jacob from Georgia. Or Atlanta, if we're going to name capital cities. Yeah. Now, the interesting part about this debate is neither one of them are on the phone right now. Yeah, so there really is no debate.
So it might be me and Chris talking about unanimous thoughts.
What we're going to do instead, we're going to hold off on the debate.
Okay.
If we get some contact from them, then we'll set up the debate. But until then, one of the beautiful things about the show is we can still talk about it.
I've been feeling.
All right, so we're just going to go, boom, right into this little gizmo here.
Boom.
And, this is the one. Jeez. Christ. Cool little transition there.
Boom.
All right, so as you can see, we've got the topics flashing below us. Still not the right one.
Ooh.
Oh, man, this is just a cluster. Okay, anyways, here's the point. The impeachment trial was this week. Did you tune into any?
I tuned in. It was pretty interesting, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they have so much evidence on this man, and like for him to like still reign and still be open to the public and doing what he's doing.
Well, what do you mean by
insane.
evidence?
Evidence like I don't remember the exact names.
6 people in his campaign
like
in jail.
Yeah.
Like are arrested, like have been convicted.
Through
like,
the letters.
Like 6 people. Like 6 people in his direct campaign have been arrested.
Right.
Directly.
In regards to
if
the
you know 6
charges?
people all in your friend group that have been arrested and you don't know what the fuck they were up to, you weren't their friend.
I mean, everything's just right there. It's
well,
right. It's
look,
right there.
Guys, here's the thing. Okay, and I
think it's 6 people.
I can't believe
I could be misquoted. I don't.
Well,
but I'm just.
Go ahead.
At least 3.
Gentlemen, do I need to mute your microphones?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right. So, I guess the question is, yes, people have been arrested, but in regards to the impeachment charges, right? The offenses for impeachment that have been brought up. You say there's lots of evidence.
Yes, a letter, people on trial, you know what I'm saying? Basically stating what he's not supposed to do, and things like that.
So did you notice in the trial, a big part of it on the first day was, Mr. Mitch McConnell. I don't know if you know who that is. You know that he's the
Republican.
He's the Senate Majority Leader.
Yeah.
You see how I know that stuff? I had to look that up.
Yeah, you've been tuning in.
He's the Senate Majority Leader, and he's a Republican. So one of the things that he's done is, I guess him and the other Republicans have colluded, maybe, possibly, potentially, to make sure as little evidence as possible is shown before the vote happens. And so there were some things that Adam Schiff, he's the impeachment manager. He's the head of the impeachment proceedings. Him, as well as, I believe, Chuck Schumer, I could be wrong, they're both pushing for, we want to show some evidence first. We want to show the actual transcripts from the conversations that we feel incriminate President Trump. Because the only conversations that we have been able to see so far, and anybody has been able to see, the only conversations are not incriminate him, essentially. I mean, that's what it comes down
Well,
to.
they've doctored all of the evidence. All the evidence has been doctored. For
Well,
one.
here's the thing. Mitch McConnell, majority Senate leader, I guess, and maybe if anybody's watching and you know the facts here, they get to kind of set the rules for the trial. And one of the rules was we're going to wait until later on, till after the vote's been taken. See, this is why I should have done more research. But essentially, it was a big deal because this evidence wasn't shown earlier. So Democrats are pushing for, let's show the evidence now. And then we'll talk about it. And also, they wanted witnesses to come forth. But Mitch McConnell says no witnesses. So they did this whole thing for, 2-3 hours, basically pleading their case, the Democrats, pleading their case as to why the witnesses should come forward. And it got voted down, of course. And so at this point, we really haven't made much progress. No real evidence is even available to us right now.
Right.
So it seems like Mitch and the rest of the gang are holding up their end of the bargain, or holding up their end of the
We
totem
don't
pole.
know really what's going on, though. We don't know if Trump killed Epstein. We don't know anything. You think about what they let us know, what's really going on. You think they let us know what's really going on with Russia, what's really going on with Ukraine? We don't know crap. We can sit here and talk about what the news lets us know to talk about.
I agree on that.
But we really don't know.
They aren't allowing any more evidence. Sorry, that was a comment we had come in.
I agree on that, but I mean, come on, the lawyer.
It's all gone through the lawyer. That's been the problem.
Yes,
is
and
the
that's
line of
why
communication is through a private.
He's a person.
I mean, dude, Trump is doing business in Russia. He's doing business in Saudi Arabia.
As a president,
And
you just can't do that.
That's a freaking problem. Like, he's doing a lot of business,
problem.
like, in his companies, and he's blocking off like where the money's coming from, like his taxes. Like, these are all major ethical issues that, like, I get the individuality, like, you have the right to own your own information, but as a president, you don't anymore.
There's levels to it. You're for the people.
Yeah.
There's levels to it. You're for the people.
And I think, I don't know, like, maybe he's done good, maybe he's done bad. Like, that's not even like a judgment of what he is doing as a job. It's just like a character judgment.
And another thing that they're pushing is, like, everything is done for himself. I mean, it also that like the whole July 25th, like what they have the evidence for, like they say it's for him to have an extra term, to keep running and keep doing for his campaign. That's basically what this is all about. Every decision that he has made since he's been in the office in the White House has been for himself, and it has not been for the people.
Right.
And that's really
that's
when
the
I tuned in, that's what I got
issue.
out of it. And they had 10 points, and the dude who even though a couple of his slides messed up, I don't know if you've seen that.
I didn't see that.
It's kind of hilarious, but he held his own.
I imagine.
And, I mean, he had to state 10 reasons why every decision Trump made was for himself. So
Hey, let me know the next time that happens. I'll hook it up and we'll have it on here.
Bet.
So yeah, a lot of good points, guys.
Yeah.
Basically, we are very limited in what knowledge we actually can.
And I told you I don't do
exactly.
politics, but I made it my obligation.
We all tune in enough. I mean, I think everyone has a perspective, and like, as long as you claim to like not know, and I think that's the problem is when you come across someone who's like, global warming is fake.
It's a
like,
wrap. You better be prepared.
It's like,
you better
no. What's allowed to say is global. Like, I don't not believe in global warming, but I can't disprove it. Like, you're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
You can't come at me and say, with all this conspiracy BS, like that's just ignorant and just awkward.
It's
like
something concrete. Everything is just so abstract.
Yeah,
come with something concrete. you know,
Right.
so we can get to the next level. And if it's not something I can grab or see, or you know,
We can't divulge in conversation about it.
Exactly, exacto mundo.
Well, you guys, again, I do agree that you can't
Fair.
completely count out something like global warming. If
Yeah.
you're doing that, then you're just basically following talking points and you're pandering to your
Right.
base.
Yep.
I mean, that's what's
Right.
happening, because we know that climate change, global warming, has become, just one of those issues where it's you're one side or the other. It's the abortion issue. It's
Yeah.
the what else is there? It's the gun control issue,
Oh
Right.
man,
right? So
that was-
you're one side or the
Right.
other, and that's climate change for you. So if you just outright say it's this way, then yeah, you're definitely not being honest. Not only are you not being honest with yourself, you're absolutely not being honest with the public and the people.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Just-
what it's all about.
You're doing whatever you can, or that politician is doing whatever they can to get elected or reelected. Unfortunately,
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
I mean, it seems to me like most of the time, that's what all politicians are doing.
And now,
Well, it's their job. I
entertainment.
mean,
now,
like- Like campaigning is their marketing. Like their programs are like their ideas they come up with. It usually rarely get actually implemented. They're just ideas that they just smoke from a pile
Yeah.
of
It's always two
of
sides to it.
donators' money from.
Yeah.
Let's
business
not bring
at
in
the
the
end of the day.
donators into this.
Right.
Hey guys, look, we're having a great conversation, but
gang.
we gotta switch real quick, and we're gonna take a small break. And here's some
Alright.
more free advertising for you. Check it out, and we'll be
Wow.
right back.
Beast up and be the six. I'm all about my bag. I ain't worried about no bitch. Now the night get high, lay low. 12 on patrol, trying to catch another quote. This empty void in my soul. Could it be filled with gold? When this rain turns to snow, will you be there to hold it down? Swear I've been about my business like the Matrix. I see digits. You know me, said I'm a winner. Always been a young go getter, right around, and I get the shit. Young go get a syndicate. I'm always where the mission is, even in the trenches. Shit. Got battle scars, some past wars, not all one. You win some and lose some, either outcome. You can say I ain't no bitch. They used to say they hate the kid. I'm doing things y'all never did. Don't come around when I make it rich. No handouts, sit back down. You class clown. Keep large amounts, done lost count. No worth found.
I'm a real trapper, don't fuck with these rappers. Y'all niggas just capping, y'all read just actors. Benjamin pull up, update my fashion. Red bottom, my shoe, Cartier, and my glasses. If I don't know you, then nigga, I'm taxing. I fuck around, take a trip to Manhattan. Tryna get mama new whip and then meshing. I need me an action.
A little fade. Boom! Hello, everyone, and everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back here on Inspired Distraction, the most unorganized, non-smooth show on YouTube.
Are you distracted yet?
But I'm smooth.
I'm pretty distracted. So here's the deal.
I'm
This
always distracted.
segment. Wait.
Are you inspired to do something else?
No.
Hopefully not.
No, this segment is
We're
actually
getting there.
set up for. It's like, okay, if I wanted to say, like, what the are you talking about? No,
Oh,
I can
wow,
do that.
was-
So don't
Man-
around with me.
Manually.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, the manual edit. I mean, come on. Or if I want to say, like, this was supposed to be played earlier. I forgot. For the political people out there.
It's why he didn't care about corruption in 2017 or 2018, and he certainly didn't care about it in 2019. All he cared about was the big stuff that affected him personally, like this investigation
I definitely
that
tuned into that.
he wanted of the Bidens.
Ooh.
Yes. That's actually when I got into it.
Okay,
And then I
now,
watched it to
but
the end.
let's be fair. We can't just play one side of the story. So, here's the response.
The only difference is I didn't do it. You take a look at that call. It was perfect. I didn't do it. There was no quid pro quo.
There was no quid pro quo, okay? He said it himself. He didn't do it. But let's not get sidetracked or distracted.
Perfect.
Because what we do have
Kills me.
here,
He kills me.
what we do have, oh, wait, we don't. So we're-
Well, I mean, all right. So what you also have to realize is like when you're a certain like level of persons, you know what to say.
Yeah.
You don't say things outright.
Yeah.
hey, you say it
You-
for
You
the
don't
soundbite.
say go kill him. You say take care of it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, well, we had him on the phone saying take care of it. And it's like, okay, well, what proof is that? Like, there is no proof in like lingo. And when you're in that certain level of people, it's like you have certain ways to have conversations. So like you never self-incriminate, and they'll never have them on tape saying exactly like, and that's why people at that level of space, like,
Whoa.
never get in major trouble.
Sorry about that. Hold on.
Time to freestyle.
I don't know. I'm about to go
Uh,
into like
This
never
is
get in trouble now.
check
Give
it
it
out.
up like a level now.
I don't know if you can see on the screen, but
On a board like a.
random freestyle
seesaw.
session just popped up.
Oh gosh.
That
What's
leads us
wrong?
into the
I
next
wasn't ready for that.
the next segment. We're going to be talking about music. So, I felt that it was only right to have a little freestyle session before we move into that. Oh, and a big thank you to those who came on for the live debate tonight. Got a really, really just, I can't thank you enough. Okay. Oh, okay, a little smoother. Listen, here we go.
Turn that up a little bit.
You ready? You ready for this?
Ooh.
Sunset, I don't want to go to sleep. Wake up, I can't feel my feet. What happened to me and them? Where do I begin? Look down, look up, back and forth. Directional coordinates. Can you feel what important is when I'm talking, speaking? This is my white voice. You don't want to hear me rap? That's not the right choice. Gotta keep it kosher, so cool, so sure of who I am. I'm no one, and I inspire distraction.
Too cool, too cool. No fool, no fool. I know you, They cool. Yeah, I know how to move, and I move in silence. Yeah, we at Inspired Distraction, and we vibing. And all these haters conniving. They don't want problems. I'm not the type to hit them with a revolver. I just solve it with my mind, one of a kind. And if I was blind, I lead the blind. And it's the warm up. With my mind, I stand tough. I'm cool like a couple of ice cubes. Hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Inspired Distraction, random freestyle.
Wasn't ready, but whoever is ready.
I mean, That's the
going
point of
ever.
a random freestyle.
Yes.
You're not
Right,
supposed
you
to be
never
ready.
know.
It was fun.
All
It was
right.
fun.
Just pops up
Yeah.
and
So
surprise.
for this next segment, we're going to also move that out of the way. And we're going to
Make sure your posture's good.
I know, right?
my posture.
Talking about me.
All right, and then we're going to
My
move
posture
on.
sucks.
We're gonna
man.
talk
I'm,
about-
like, reshaping my back right now.
Okay,
Active
Arabella.
project.
I don't know what I did with this
Morbius.
slideshow. I messed something up.
What you doing, man?
That's new.
I don't know. Maybe there's some music playing.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, what about Mac? Oh, see? Eminem's.
Yes. That's what I've been waiting for.
What?
Eminem. Yo, Eminem had such an influence on me as a kid.
Please share.
Yeah, like just like he had so much passion and emotion and like his music told such a good story of just making it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's needed as a young kid, as an adolescent, like a story of just like pushing through, because that's a lot of what life ends up being. And as a kid, like you need someone to carry that message of just like make the best out of this moment, or just push through, or just be yourself. Like he really did embed a lot of like great messages into his just weird music. And
Yeah, and it's really how you interpret it.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because you can
Yeah.
interpret it like totally wrong. And that's what the
Yeah,
media was
it's
trying to get on
true.
him when he first came out. And, you know, they always want to get on to someone who is just right out, just stands out, just pops. And, you know, and who is
Where the
just
views are at.
amazingly, uniquely different, you know?
yeah.
And those are the great ones. Those are the great ones.
I mean, what, he's 46 now?
Now he has a whole full goatee and
Yeah,
everything.
he's probably
which
got
it
a
had
whole
to-
writing team now. I mean, maybe he doesn't. Like,
Nah, I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Maybe not,
that's like,
man.
That's
Maybe
like 50.
not.
That's like a 50, 60-year-old saying, you know, like, you know how you have someone DJ a party and then you got all
Yeah.
these new controllers out here, but they want the old school DJs with the disc jockeys who can really scratch it up. You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah.
difference. It's like old dogs don't want to learn new tricks, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what I expect of him, man. I expect him to have some like.
He's still amazing. I love what he did with this project, though. Like, I love
He
what
did.
he did.
So tell me more about the picture of the project, because I listened to about half the album. I didn't like fully know the backstory of. I knew like he had a couple rap battles recently.
See, I tuned out. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm probably not the only one, but a lot of people tuned out of Eminem for a while. You know, it just
He wasn't making new stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
just
it just-
whatever.
So this, you know, that being that you know, it got on the charts and, you know, he broke another record and whatnot. You know, it was late at night. You know, I fell asleep, and then when I woke up, I listened to the, you know, tracks, the remainder tracks. But I love it because it showed evolution, but also he kind of brought back the Slim Shady, you know, the vibes mixed with a little bit of his new in this era. And then he
Okay.
also did this project like the vibe of what these other artists are, but you know, it's never mumble rap. It's always some substance behind it. So he kind
It's
of did it.
fast rap
Yeah.
instead. Like he'll
But
supplement.
he changed his flow, you
Yeah.
know, a little bit. And I just loved how he did it. And I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. And he had the skits. You know, people stop skits. You haven't heard skits in a project since.
Chance will play some skit style
But
stuff.
Who else? Maybe a couple others. But
Yeah.
nobody does skits anymore. You know, through in the beginning, throughout, in the
true.
middle, the interlude, all that. The
Trying to
end.
think of who does.
Nobody no more.
Yeah,
No
but who has in the past? Like who's the last person you could think of that was doing a skit?
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he would.
His
have
was
like,
different. His was a little bit more cinematic.
Kendrick had like a pull up scene with like, you know, the guns and the cars and
What? Not visuals.
All right, guys.
yeah.
I hate to cut you off, but it's time to move into the next segment.
Okay. Because we can keep.
We
going.
just trolled
Guys,
Eminem,
well,
so.
we're talking about Eminem.
Don't we, you,
we're,
Eminem?
we're still talking about Eminem.
Okay.
But one of the things that some people brought up is that he released his album right around the time that Mac, rest in peace, I guess we can't say he released it, but right around the time that Mac's album was released. For those of you who are not in tune, Mac Miller,
R.I.P.
yeah, right around the time that his album was released, Eminem's was released. And so the question is, was it, oh, and look, we've got the Mac intro playing, so we probably need to cut that down. Sorry, Mac. How about we play you a little bit in the background? Not the actual song, for those of you who are wondering about copyright issues.
Yeah.
It's just an instrumental that was remade by me, personally. So,
Hey.
Anyways.
Cool, man. Wicked.
so the question is,
Big dog.
does Eminem, like, was it a coincidence, or is he doing that on purpose? Is he purposely...
Who cares?
Who cares? But at the end of the day, like, it's not a coincidence. Like as somebody who's been as great as him over the years, like, you know when to post some shit.
Man, Eminem was Mac's dad, dude. He was like, dude, you know Mac Miller used to listen to Eminem when he was a kid, like that's legend shit. And Mac became legend. And I think it's cool that I think in some ways it's respectful. Like, it's a big weekend for music. Like, honestly, that might be one of Eminem's last albums ever. Like, we don't know.
Well,
Like, that could be how he ends it. And I think that's respectful that he would end it with, like, Mac Miller, like the way Mac Miller ended his last album. Like, we don't really know the storyline that Eminem built into that.
well, I mean, we can't say that he was paying homage. He didn't say, I mean,
It's true.
he wasn't paying
That's true.
homage to Mac. If anything, he was competing
Maybe.
with him.
I would agree
At a
with
professional
that.
level, maybe.
I mean,
But
Well,
unless he, he stated that in his project,
right,
which
which-
I didn't
no,
hear.
he didn't.
So
It had nothing to do with
yeah,
Mac.
it's all business.
Absolutely. So,
yeah, it probably was. But I mean, like, whatever, man. I think it, like, in some ways it brought more attention to Mac's project. People are
Okay.
talking about it. You know, like, it's out there. Like,
maybe.
either way you look at it,
But
it's like he's stealing
What, like two white artists,
viewerships.
or what?
what I'll say
No,
is,
just the timing of, like, big artists releasing music.
well, let me just say,
As
you
a
know,
whole, as a group,
As a whole, like as
the
a
same
genre.
time frame,
The same time frame.
Okay.
There's like 2 or 3 more songs released in the same, or artists that released in the same time that, like, it made it a big week of music being released. And I think that in some ways
I see where you're going with it.
it elevates, like, the awareness of music. I think sometimes people's music awareness is low. Like, mine is low sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I can't even think of any artists. Like, what do I want to listen to? I don't know. I'm going to, like, turn on Spotify.
Eminem, just because him dropping something just put you onto Mac Miller, which you probably never heard about.
Right.
But here's
or
the thing.
forgot about.
Yeah.
Mac Miller's, at least one of his songs, was already up in the charts before Eminem released his. So,
Oh, okay.
so Mac Miller, if anything, Mac helped Eminem because again,
Probably.
because there was that question, oh, is Eminem doing this just to pull attention away from Mac, right?
Mm.
And because of that question, now there's attention on Eminem, which is what he wanted, I would assume. So,
Of course, of course.
we're gonna transition over now to the main question we've all got, and you guys can't hear it, but that's again not an actual song, but the instrumental to one of the biggest songs out right now, "The Box."
Ooh.
The Box. And Garrett, you have some interesting opinion about this. Some interesting opinions.
There you go. That was proper.
Jeez.
Plurality.
I'd love to hear your thoughts about The Box.
I was not impressed. I mean, it was melodic.
But you weren't impressed by the melody.
It was just, I mean, like, it was just melodic. Like, had a good little flow to it, but, like, it wasn't a great song. Like the lyrics weren't deep. Like, it was just kind of like blah blah. Like, all right, I have
Yeah.
a all right.
That's not even any of the lyrics.
I
by the way,
I
in
literally
case you were wondering.
As deep as you would have preferred, right?
at is one of the lyrics. I mean, like, splat splat is one of the lyrics. Like it's just
It's a vibe. It's like
a vibe. I mean, they had a good flow. Like for it to be as popular as it is. I didn't know it was that popular, but like for it to be like the next Old Town Road, like it's kind of pathetic for the state
so
of.
you compare this to Old Town Road.
Okay, just
Lucas did.
disclaimer.
I'm
I was
dumping
telling him that it is. It's definitely not it doesn't cross over like Old Town Road. That's for sure. But
Well, it's not a crossover, so
but in general, I mean, hip hop is crossing over regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
what the song is. What I meant by it being comparable to Old Town Road is just the fact that it's #1 right now. And what song was #1 before this? Does anybody know or remember?
I guess it would be Old Town Road. I don't know.
No. It's
it's been
definitely
a
not
while.
Old Town Road.
I don't follow charts.
I
I'm
don't.
out of the pop culture.
I'm Chris Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So essentially,
Talk like some indie artists, dude. We're like anti-culture.
I can't even.
Screw you, culture.
It was
I'm
probably
ignorant.
maybe it was Roxanne, maybe it was one of Post Malone's songs, but the overall point is, this is one of those songs, in my opinion. Again, I made a statement last week about Eminem climbing up the charts,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you looked back, but I named 2 songs that I said were definitely going to be up there in the charts. Godzilla was one of those songs. The other song I mentioned is actually not even in the top 50. I was wrong about that one, but I was right about Godzilla. So I think I have some.
There you go.
I think I have something to stand on with this next statement I'm about to make.
Okay.
I
Spit it.
believe the box will remain #1, if not, for the next month. Definitely until the next big song is released. So
Maybe.
by comparing it to Old Town Road, I'm essentially just saying that it's a big song.
As a hit.
It's a hit. It's not just a regular hit. This is a different type of hit.
Yeah.
The TikTok. hit.
He brings a different feel. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't sound like everybody else, but it's just that vibe with the auto tune. You know what I'm saying?
He's got good flow.
Yeah, he has a good
It's
flow.
just
He
good
rides
flow.
to the beat.
I mean, he just flows.
but
like,
there's substance. He's talking
He's got good
about
I
flow.
don't
something.
know.
He's
Not
got good
really.
He's
flow.
talking
It's not
about
much
something though, and
substance.
it's how he delivers it. At the end of
Yeah.
the day, like you could take someone's Drake's lyrics to any song, and someone else with
Drake has good flow. That's all I give him, though. I don't think Drake's a great artist. Like, I think Drake just has like good flow. That's all he's got. That's
well,
all he's got.
Technically,
That's
he
so
is a
broad,
great.
though.
Technically, he is a great artist because anything you give him, he can make it into something amazing, and that is art, my friend.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that's painfully true on account of like the crap music he's made popular. It's like, that was crap music and like it was still listened to around the world. Like he's had some like really like just kind of like poor quality, just like cheap music, just like not much thought or like production quality. And I think there's a lot of production quality in the box. What's it called? The box song.
It's just the box.
It's the box.
The box.
Hashtag.
Not
It's
the
just
box
the box.
song.
Okay, the
Hashtag
box.
The box.
I mean, like, there's good production quality. I mean, you can tell, like whoever recorded it, like they had good layers. Like, it was smooth. Like, it's got a good flow. I mean,
Oh my God.
but there's not much like depth in
so
terms of like
I
story.
tell you this, like
it's not like Lil Wayne told good stories. Like,
yeah,
we're-
but
we're doing
I tell
that.
you
good
this. I tell
hooks.
Are we
you
really
know?
doing that?
no, you can't do that. That's not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, bring
It's
it
too
back.
soon.
Yeah,
It's
bring-
too soon. Like,
Oh,
but I
okay,
think
sorry.
as some months pass, and if
Yeah.
he's still like on the top and not necessarily the box, say he
Mhm.
drops something else. Maybe this is all predetermined. Maybe he's destined to just take the top. Who knows? So, but we won't know until that time comes.
Here's the deal.
what's wrong with like
Hey, I'd love to continue this
Comparing.
conversation
Lil Wayne?
as much as I would love to.
Refuse.
We're going to jump into our next segment.
Ooh.
We're going to be talking about football. But
Ah.
in lieu of that, I've got a little advertisement. If you haven't already got the chance, go check out Click Fantasy League. It's a podcast. It's on YouTube.
Go do it.
And it's absolutely awesome, hysterical, great content. And I've got a little warm-up promotion for Click Fantasy League. Go out and check them out. Or actually, you don't have to go anywhere. Just go to your phone. Get on YouTube. Type in Click Fantasy League. And you'll see the whole thing right there.
It's 2 for 3. I got this. Don't hurt my car, man. Listen, Balboa. What's your woman? Get a real man. Face. I gotta tell you something, man.
You get on that plane, T.
Nah, man. You're gonna tranquilize me. I pity the fool. This is my van, man.
You got that kind of talent? We're dealing with that? You got that kind of talent? We're dealing with that?
Come on, son.
All right, guys, we're back. I know you see the slide transition screen up there, but we are on our way to a new screen in a new era. Video capture. There we go. One more back. Boom. Okay, now we're on. And
It's 2 for 3.
I got this. Don't hurt my car, man.
You're great.
okay, there we go.
No, what
That's what we wanted. We wanted that. We're on screen. Boom. Inspired distraction. Transition. All right, here we are. We're live, and guess who's got an eyeball over their head?
Chris Greene,
Chris Greene.
you don't want to fuck with me, okay?
This is terrible. I mean, this is probably the worst put together podcast that we've seen in quite some time. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the best podcast in the entire world. It's so good that I wouldn't even call it a podcast. As a matter of fact, I would call it a non-podcast.
What's that Shinbaka?
Oh, you know what?
But
That's a
you
good
been-
point.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear when you start getting negative.
That's what I call a
Yeah.
Shingbaka moment. So anytime you guys hear me going negative, if I go
Yeah, get-
negative again,
Dude, get naked on me.
Oh my
I just
gosh,
I
we
just
don't
want to
want that.
hear
Yeah, girl. Every time you get naked on me, I'm gonna be like, Shinbaka.
You see how you're a little high pitched?
So I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
you like
Susan.
that?
I did that.
You did that?
I made that happen.
You EQ'd it?
Well, no, I just raised the pitch, but
Oh, okay.
I was trying to make it faster. But it's like
Yeah, it
it's
was.
like,
You did though. You did. It sounds nice.
It looks nice. Yeah, so here on Inspired Distraction, not only do we sound nice,
We look nice.
yeah, and the way we sound looks nice.
Exactly. We're on a whole nother level. 5th dimension shit.
Yeah, into the interplanetary species realm.
All right, I posted my stuff. I'm done on my phone.
Okay, so
It's over there.
as far as the Super Bowl gig, that's what we're talking about. Maybe there was some NFL music that played. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. That's what's supposed to happen, but again, it probably mixed up with the other transition. So it's like a whole big fiasco. But here's the deal. We're going to sit here and talk about it. Kansas City Chiefs. And what? Who is it?
I have no clue.
It's right there. The 49ers.
Oh.
Yeah, them.
Which is very, like, rare. Like, it's just,
Hey,
when the last time?
is anybody in the comment section other than Sharon?
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, if or Erin.
Like, that's your number one fan.
Which one?
Sharon.
No, actually, Lance is our number one fan.
Okay.
He's just
Number
working.
2
He's
fan?
working right now.
Yeah, Sharon's number 2.
Sharon's, well,
She's a strong 2.
Sharon and Erin.
Super strong. too.
Sharon and Erin are tied for number 2.
Okay.
I mean,
Because she deserves it. We got some cheesecake over here. for you,
so,
Sharon.
yeah.
I'm trying to resist.
What? Oh, she owns a cheer gym? Well, yeah, but Erin gets commission off Mary Kay.
I'll come.
Yeah.
You know I used to tumble back in my day.
Yeah, I mean, this guy can do it.
Yeah,
Back
I
time.
can do
wow.
all that shit.
Yeah, let's do a cut and then watch you do a back flippity flip.
What?
Ugh.
You've never seen him do a backflip?
It's been a long time, and I'm sure he has.
So
It's
is
been
it?
high
Is
school.
it
No
what-
need to show
It's been high
off.
s-
Hey,
it's been
listen,
high school.
listen. If you want to see him do a flip, just
Catch me outside. How about that?
Ooh.
huh? That's why I did it. Yeah. So sorry
Man.
for not advertising your gym, Amanda. If you guys haven't already done this, what's the name of the gym? If you haven't already, and you're a cheerleader or a gymnast, and you want to up your game, you want to go to the next level, well, just go on over to the Peach Pit. They'll teach you everything you need to know. And trust me. Huh? It's at the Prado on Roswell Road. Check out the Peach Pit at the Prada on Roswell Road. We only have 3 viewers. I don't think they're gonna pay me much, but we'll work on that. We'll get it all together. Hey, hold on. We've got somebody on the line. Inda, or is that Chris? You got somebody on there for you.
Oh, India.
Oh, India. I don't see the I, but sorry for.
Oh,
this.
I don't know who the hell that is. Hey.
I'm sure you.
Because this is, I would imagine this is their YouTube channel name, right? Which could be totally different from
It's
Facebook.
probably India.
It has to be. Because
Yeah.
I don't know an Inda, but Indiga. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like indica.
Yeah. Oh, you like sativa.
Yeah, so with that being said, we're going to move into our next commercial. So enjoy. This is GMC Productions.
Hey, Inda, write a
that's
little bit
me.
more.
GMC Productions. Check them out at letsgmc.com. You can find them on Instagram at letsgmc or on Facebook, Garrett Livingood. Of course, you can find them on YouTube at GMC Productions, LLC. If you want to be educated, entertained, or inspired, check out Grow My Community. Let'sGMC.com. Don't miss out on the next opportunity to grow. Do you like podcasts? Do you want more podcasts? Well, here's a good one. Check out A Time Shared. You can find them on any major podcast streaming platform. And of course, you can find them on Instagram and YouTube at A Time Shared. Or on Facebook at Charbel Milan. Trust me when I say this podcast has absolutely tons of valuable information that we could all benefit from. So don't miss the chance to check out the next episode of A Time Shared. All of the links can be found in the description below. A Time Shared. It's a podcast. Oh yeah. All right, we're back live here on Inspire Distraction. Thank you for bearing with us during that wait.
And if Enda Alexandria is still in here, please comment again and subscribe. Would be so kind.
Yeah. Click the bell.
Click the bell.
We want you to be aware of every moment that we are going live, as in right after this podcast show.
It just gets better.
Oh yeah, because this right here, this is like.
All right, so Jeff Bezos is what we're talking about when I talk about Saudi Arabia. I've got no knowledge about. But what I would say is we'll never really know what's going on.
That's
You know,
always a good
we'll
comeback.
never know, man. Like, you can have
That's
an
a good point.
opinion, but, like, you'll not know.
So you don't think that there's some way to get access to truthful information out there, unless you're like involved?
I think that by the time you get to the truthful information, it doesn't really matter, and you should have been focusing on your own life in that time.
But what if that information can have an impact on your life? Wouldn't we want to know it? I'll take that silence as a yes.
Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like it just doesn't, like, nothing is worth that much attention. Like, you can just move on with your life. Like, no matter what happens in your life, you know, a family member passes, like, what, or like you break up with a girlfriend, or like whatever tragedy happens, like, you have two options. I mean, like, yes, there's a period that, like, of realizing and dealing, but then there's just, like, you have to keep moving, and
He doesn't like your answers. I can look at his face.
Who, me?
you can't like sit back and not, like, you can't sit around and blame everything else around you. Like, you just have to, like,
I
hold
think more
yourself
like
accountable.
I could disagree with you on some things, but I also can relate, which is really
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, so have you guys heard about the coronavirus?
Yes, it just entered the U.S.
Please
I don't know
enlighten me.
anything
Whoa.
about it.
It entered the U.S. This
No,
is
don't
pretty-
look
I'm
over
pretty sure I
here,
saw
huh?
it in D.C. It was quarantined in D.C.
I'm not sure.
I could be
Enlighten me.
I could be like totally fake news right now.
Because you just
yeah.
drink a Corona and then
See,
blam.
see, this is the
That's
problem.
why you don't drink shitty beer, bro.
No, see, this is
Premium. Go to a Modelo.
this is exactly what I
Right.
thought about. Okay, the coronavirus. I mean, is that not terrible publicity for Corona, the brand?
There's no
Oh.
comparison.
There's no connection between
Oh
the
my God.
coronavirus and the Corona.
That
drink.
is not
Anheuser
good. That is
totally
not good.
set them
'Cause
up,
someone-
even though they own 50%.
Because someone who doesn't know shit, split lickety, you know, could just think.
I mean,
could think Corona is the, you know,
it
is
happened.
the virus.
You guys trying to get that coronavirus tonight?
Modelo's tonight.
The virus started. I mean, it's in China. That's where the outbreak is.
Okay.
So maybe somebody who was in China came up with the name,
Set up.
but it's hard for me to
Mm.
believe they don't know who Corona is.
Well, I mean, it's a toxin. Beer's a toxin, so
Yeah.
I mean, to make I could see that being like
No, but
maybe
that was almost convincing.
it
yeah?
wasn't even
Yeah,
almost
almost.
convincing. Not
Almost.
no, not even close.
Like I kind of jumped.
I'm a bad
My leg
salesman.
twitched a little.
Just like get the out of here.
yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
Wow.
Trying to find
It's
that
what
button.
happens when you have the control. Hold on, what is this on something?
No, get out of here.
You just
Get the
always
burp out of here.
hitting buttons and wires.
Well, you know,
Leave it alone.
somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
You guys want to hear what I was gonna play, for the debate earlier?
Maybe.
I was gonna do two different sound bites. I was gonna start out with this. Okay, guys, let's keep it fair. And remember,
Being nice is how we show people we love them. We should be nice to everyone.
and if it really got out of hand, I would say, okay, let's all come together and let's just let's be one.
Be nice to everyone.
Hey, Trump, check this one out.
Be nice to you.
Oh man,
Be nice
I got really close friends in here.
and you.
He's
Oh.
like, tell everybody how you ass in Madden.
Wait, what? I'm missing something.
Oh man, this is my homeboy.
Oh, how you
I
peach?
suck. Well, peach is another thing. It's a symbol for a butt, a ass. Anyway, I suck at Madden, guys. There's no shame in my game.
Oh, Madden.
I can play football in real life though.
Ah.
I broke somebody's neck in 10th grade. Look it up. Anyway,
Wow, that's scary.
it was in football though, and it wasn't purpose.
I'm not good at video games either.
It
I've
wasn't on
never
purpose.
invested in video games. I just never did.
Well,
so I'm not
it's-
very
That
good at
explains a lot.
It's his video game.
It doesn't it?
I don't know.
It could.
Yeah, I suck at Madden though. There's no shame in my game.
You really suck,
them
or
thumbs are
do you
slow.
suck? When
I'm
you,
okay. I'm okay. Let
Well-
him tell it.
What level do you play on? Oh yeah, and
No, I play on all Madden.
who are we talking to?
His name is Alex Flores.
Whoa, whoa.
But his name is Yellow Juex. He's really yellow.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that doesn't spell Juex, and I'm also pretty sure that he
Yes, it does. That's how you pronounce it.
might. Okay, Alex, I'm sorry if you didn't want your full name released on this airwave. But oh well.
He'll be okay.
Also,
He'll be all right.
just for
He'll
clarif,
live.
Alex, I want to know if Juex is how that's actually pronounced.
He wouldn't write it.
No, but you might not know how to.
I know him very well.
Where is he from?
He claims Louisiana.
Yeah, and you know how you say Juex in Louisiana?
How do you say it?
Not Juex. More like go. Or something like that.
Whatever.
It's different pronunciation.
I understand.
Over
No,
in the bayou.
that's GEAX. That's go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it's GEAUX. I mean, come on.
UX.
Let's go.
But
Oh, is it a G, not a J? I can't read it.
Yellow go.
But anyway, that's how he pronounces it. And
Oh, yeah,
but
that's
him.
go. That's go. That's go in
Wait,
Louisiana.
so you've heard him say Juex?
Yeah, we can put him on the spot.
He
Call him
might
up.
say Juex. He might say it playing
He
around.
does. He does.
He probably does.
Now our relationship is playing around. You know,
Might
we
be like,
do
yeah,
the, we do
Juex.
the New York accent, but that's what he does. He's a big
Yeah, let's
Louisiana
go.
fan. He's a big,
All right.
like that. The whole LSU and Clemson game, that was a big deal for him.
What are we
Those
even talking
LSU
about?
fans.
Yeah, sorry, Sharon. What we're talking about is
She wrote that.
Football.
She wrote that a while ago.
no. Wait, we've already moved on from football.
Football.
We're on business.
Moved on from football.
All my people in here, what's good? I appreciate y'all coming in. Much
So-
love, much love.
Oh, here we need to say that. Much love. Here, you tell him, Chris. Talk to him.
Much love.
All right, so we moved past football. We didn't
Yes.
really do much in football, but there's not much to cover.
The only
There's a
thing in
game.
football is there's a big game. The 49ers. We know when they were there last.
We do. I don't.
No, I don't either.
All right.
But I know when I know when the Falcons were there last. Yeah, I deleted that sound off here, or I would have played that.
It's okay. I can be your sound effect. I can be your sound effect.
Wrong song.
No.
But
Okay.
here, we were talking about Jeff Bezos and the
Mm.
Prince of Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
Some sort of connection between Jeff Bezos being hacked and his relationship with the Prince of Saudi Arabia. So,
I mean,
do you guys know anything about that?
the Prince of Saudi Arabia has like insurmountable amount of money. Like, so there's people in certain countries that have access to so much gold and oil where they don't really have like money. They just can get whatever they want. So whatever they can process into cash, they can get. And so I would imagine someone like Jeff Bezos was processing some type of cash flow with the prince on some like low-key line of communication.
Under the table.
That's a dangerous assumption, my friend.
But I don't like, why would you contact that guy? Like, why? If-
Have you not
why?
watched
If
the
you're Jeff-
documentary?
She has something you want.
Have you
Right.
have you watched the
What do
documentary?
they have?
Do either one of you
This
know
is,
about
this
the
is
Prince of
between
Saudi?
y'all two. 'Cause
You don't
No,
know?
go on.
I'm gonna be
So
honest.
what's the Prince of? I mean, I don't know. I know. a
The
bunch of
fuck is he
random
on?
info.
The Prince of Saudi Arabia is unlike any other prince that Saudi Arabia has ever had. And I don't know if you know this, but
He blows up everything.
no, when a prince moves up in their rank, they become
A king.
a king.
Right.
So I guess I'm assuming there's a king of Saudi Arabia right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody knows?
Has his balls not dropped yet? What's wrong?
Do we need to I think it's the prince's dad. Yeah. The prince's dad
Yeah.
is the current king.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Is he dying?
So basically, prior to this guy, there was no cameras. There was like
Oh.
he's 21st century.
He's a millennial.
I mean, he
maybe.
fucks
'Cause it
with
starts
he
from the
fucks with
80s.
Elon Musk. I know that. Like the guy gets around for sure. I mean, whoever he.
He fucks with publicity.
Yeah.
He likes to
Which
give
is not traditional.
Saudi
at all.
Arabia a good image to the world. Which it's not traditional. The norm for Saudi Arabia's image to the world would be closed off,
Deserts.
segregate. Like they're not trying to be a part of the world.
No, they're trying to take over the world.
Maybe they're trying to take over the world. Maybe that's the propaganda we've been fed.
No, that's kind of the religious conundrum that's kind of happening.
They're trying to take over the world with their religion.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe not. Hey,
True.
look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our favorite segment where a little baby comes on the set.
Doopy.
Chris Greene, you want to bring the showstopper to the show?
Watch some headphones.
Whoa! Don't get too excited. Well, yeah, good point. I'm sorry. In case you're just tuning in, you've tuned in to the best part.
Dope, baby.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, right now.
It is a dad podcast.
I'm the only non-dad on the show right now.
Well, we could change that.
Well, I don't know how.
Next time I come on here, I have a song. It's the last track on my project that I'm releasing February 20th. It's called Fathers. It's a song for fathers, and I think the world is gonna love it.
I already love it and I haven't even heard it.
Me too.
It's really good.
Anything
It's like a spoken word type of feel. It's real nice, and it was inspired by a fellow artist who was being a sucky dad. I don't want to get all in his business, but what he was talking about, the words that came out of his mouth really disgusted me. Like, and so it inspired me to make a beat, and then the first verse was more freestyled based off of my disgust for him to inspire him to do better. And now he is doing better. He's a better father, which is interesting.
Cool,
did he hear the song and get inspired?
Yes, but what's so weird, he does a lot of coke and drinks, but that doesn't, you met them before, the twins, one of the twins. But anyway, like he was like, "Oh my God, I love this song."
Why are you
I'm
calling
like,
him out like that?
It's about you.
Damn, so you already told him. He already knows.
Yeah.
That's tough.
But he loves it.
That's good. And you inspired him
That's a real
to be
friend.
better?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Doing his thing.
And it's funny how...
And this was before I was a father.
Well, the thing is,
So
I love the fact that the music was emotionally charged. Okay, the beat came from emotion. The first verse came from emotion. I think the greatest things in life are spawned from some intense emotional reaction to something that we've experienced. And so the fact that you got a great piece of artwork out of that.
Oh yeah.
That puts the cherry on
you
top.
can feel it. You can feel it for sure.
That's awesome. I'm excited. So here's the deal. Jeez, I listened back to a previous podcast. I say here's the deal a lot. I get that
Nothing
from my
wrong with it,
dad.
man.
Dude, hey, that's your signature.
Some people stutter. Some people say some people say
I'd rather say here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Instead of
some people like have annoying laughs in between everything.
Yeah.
Here's the lowdown.
There you go.
We're moving on to the next segment in the show, which is, my favorite part, the end scene. So if this was not enough for you guys and you want more, just stay tuned because we are about to go live on Inspired Distraction After Dark. But the lights will still be on. We want to make sure you can still see us. And we're going to send out new links to everybody who is tuned in to the comment section. And just get ready because if you thought this was anything worth watching, the After Dark session, it's a whole new league of awesome. So I can't wait. I'm sure these guys can't wait.
I can't wait. I might need coffee, but I can't wait.
All right.
I'm a machine.
Yeah. We'll talk about that very shortly. All right. Until then, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in and being a part of this awesome
Thank you, Amanda.
production.
That's so funny.